Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Randy here, ragamuffinpiper. Let's get something started. Well, it's another blustery day in the 100-acre woods. Not unusual. Warm weather, and it's going to change back to cooler weather. And I still have a lot of garden fence to work on. But I was listening to something that Papa Bears talked about just a couple of days ago. Gary. Some words of wisdom from him. And I thought it sounded kind of interesting because we all seem to like coffee. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us like coffee. And you know I always have a cup of coffee. Here's my Father's Day gift. It says, "I'm not retired, I'm a professional papa." That is one big cup of coffee, let me tell you. Couldn't be better. Folgers, black. So let's talk about that. I like a lot of you, I had some hyperactivity as a little kid. I mean a little kid, baby, toddler. And my mom's doctor told her to put some coffee in my bottle, and that would help slow me down. I have no idea how that works, but she said it helped. Maybe it jacked me up all day long so I went to bed at night. That could be what it is. I have no idea. I am not a doctor. And you see, these honest lighters work great. However, in the wind, like today, they're not as trustworthy as a Zippo. There we go. So housekeeping, I've got my Rattray Fatchin out. Love this pipe. You know I love this pipe. And in it, just to kind of celebrate our coffee time together, I've got a little Eileen's Dream. And the best. So anyhow, I had some coffee as a little tiny kid, but I don't remember any of that. First time I remember coffee, my dad drank coffee all the time. Morning, noon, night, all the time. Made it in a perker, and it had to be still partially boiling when you poured it in the cup, or it wasn't hot enough. I can still remember when my brother bought my dad his first Mr. Coffee maker, and they made a pot of coffee in it. And my dad had a cup, and he drank a little bit of it. He took the Mr. Coffee over to the percolator, which was empty, poured the whole pot of Mr. Coffee in it, heated it up till it was boiling, then poured it back in his cup. Now it's hot enough to drink. So that's how fanatical my dad was about Folgers coffee, black. However, in his younger days, he used to put all that sugary, creamy stuff in his coffee, I suppose, because he told the story about he had a lot of trouble with ulcers. Now, he was a freight delivery truck driver back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s when freight delivery guys, they were men, right? No disrespect intended, but these were tough guys. Smoked 3 to 4 packs of cigarettes a day, drank probably 3 or 4 pots of coffee, and all that cream and sugar. He was having stomach problems like you can't believe. And along with stopping his cigarette smoking, an old guy at a coffee shop one day told him, he said, they were sitting there having coffee, and he was talking about his problems, and the old guy said, "Well, when are you going to grow up and drink coffee like a man?" Now, my dad was probably nearly 40 years old when this guy said it to him, and was a veteran of World War II. And he looked at him and said, "What are you talking about? Hey, you can't put all that milky, sugary stuff in there. That's for babies." What? And my dad told me, he says, "You know, I never even considered drinking it black. But," he said, "that stuff will upset your stomach. You stop putting that sugar and cream in your coffee and your stomach will stop getting upset." Sure enough, my dad did that, never had ulcers again. Never. Just saying. I'm just saying, that old timer told him, he did it, that's what it was. So my whole life, my dad drank black coffee, Folgers. black coffee, usually from a perker. Now back to my story, and I'll get done quick. We built a cabin when I was a kid. My dad bought some property, and his dream was to build something from scratch with his 2 hands. So I was up there a lot with him, just me and him on a weekend after weekend after weekend. And soda was for maybe lunch or dinner. You didn't drink sodas all day. That's a luxury. You drink a soda with lunch or dinner, maybe, glass of milk, you went to bed. My dad drank coffee all day, so we were working hard, and I said, we took a coffee break. And I said, well, that ain't quite fair. I don't have nothing to drink but water. And he goes, well, you can have coffee, but you got to drink it black. And I looked at him, and I said, well, I can do that. He poured me a cup of coffee in a coffee cup, and we sat out on the porch. And that's how I learned to drink black coffee, because Dad said if you're going to drink it, and you're going to sit here with me and drink it, it's going to be black. And I did. And that was the first of many thousands of coffee breaks and coffees we had together. And to this day, I still perk it, I still boil it like Grandpa did, and I still drink black Folgers coffee. Thanks, Dad. Now, I know that'll stir some controversy in some of you that have your preferences to the creamers of delight. No pun intended there. But that's my coffee story, and I'm sticking to it. I hope you got a kick out of it. Thanks for joining me on the channel. We'll see you soon, I'm sure. Have a great one, and make today the best day yet. Bye-bye now. We'll catch you on the flip-flop. Alrighty.